What's up, Nerf Nation? It's your boy here. Before we begin, just know that the language and subject matters aren't family friendly, so we're totally getting demonetized. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to join our Nerfed notification squad. Alright, let's get started!
Alright, we are in Danganronpa again.
Danganronpa! Hook us up with that crispy screen share of our...
Crispy screen share. Oh, come on, no, don't do that, don't. Fuck.
I got adequate crisp.
I could have sworn I had started the screen share at some point.
It's alright. Alright.
Yesterday?
Purple.
Wow.
I really don't want any of your sass tonight.
Purple
sucks.
firing at maximum sass levels.
You're pushing your luck, Purple.
Yeah.
So,
Keep pushing your luck, you're gonna be pushing daisies.
Perfect.
I mean, we already
We
reviewed
begin.
everything, right? Yeah, we did.
yeah, we have made our claims. Just as an audience refresher, I think that Kokichi, may he rest in peace, is sadly dead. And Kaito's probably the killer. And Elge, you think that Kaito is dead and Maki's the killer, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go.
During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote
Really?
for who does vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished.
Question mark?
If you pick the wrong
Oh,
person,
thank goodness. I'm glad this guy's going over this again.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate.
Graduation is meaningless here. We already know that. We don't need your rules anymore. We'll find our own reasons to live.
That was
That's
quick.
right, Kibo. You be that
We'll do
pseudo
whatever it
protagonist.
takes to survive.
I'm just telling you what the voice in my head is telling me.
Robot. I've never seen one of those before.
Seriously?
Kokichi, why isn't he here?
Oh,
Aw,
that
don't
voice
make
acting.
that face killer. This case has some unique circumstances.
Unique circumstances?
Because for this murder, the victim's identity is completely unknown. Given these circumstances, I decided to start off this class trial while the victim is still anonymous. After all, it'd be a shame if I let such a rare opportunity go to waste.
Is that possible? I thought everyone had to participate in the class trial.
Don't worry, the person who's still alive is waiting behind the scenes for their cue. It's all part of the overall production. Anyway, let's get this trial moving.
Alright.
Nice.
I guess we have no choice but to start the trial under these conditions.
That's right, Kibo.
What's there to even talk about? The Blackened is the mastermind, Kokichi. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of too.
It's too soon to decide anything for certain. We don't even know if Kaito was the victim.
How long are you going to say that? The victim is Kaito. End of discussion.
But we need to be absolutely sure. If we don't positively identify the victim, the other person will never show themselves, right?
Before we can identify a suspect, we need to determine who the victim is.
Why are we even talking about something so obvious?
Question mark on the
What a
picture.
pain.
Already pointed that out, LJ. Gosh, keep up.
I was listening, but I wasn't looking. I've had things to do.
Everyone thinks that
Top 10.
Kaito's the victim, but I have my doubts. There's a chance Kaito's still alive. If we keep discussing the truth, I'm sure we'll see the case. We'll see the truth, huh? Whatever.
I'm sure we'll see the case one day. Oh boy.
Ooh, it's a lot of truth
The
bullets.
victim has to be Kaito. Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi, so he could have killed him whenever he wanted.
Probably Kokichi's
And the
disappearance.
hydraulic press had his clothes inside. Kokichi can't be the victim
Yeah.
because there's no evidence for it. So the victim must be Kaito.
No. Okay, in that case, it might be his clothes from that statement.
You lost a really good guy today. Kazing!
Yes,
Only made just because your eyes closed.
Okay, so Kokichi's clothes at no evidence.
The
Yeah,
victim
that seems
has
right.
to be Kaito.
Oui, oui.
Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi. Because there's no
Talking like this to Mugi, completely unintelligible.
Nice.
Way
She
better.
already talks like that, though.
I have evidence that points to Kokichi being the victim. I found this in the hangar.
You didn't find that. Kibo found that, you dick.
Taking credit. Wow.
Yes, and look here.
Such
There are
robophobia.
bloodstains on the sleeve. That would indicate that Kokichi suffered an external injury, correct?
Kokichi was injured.
Good. He deserved much worse.
No, Kokichi's a great guy.
What about it? Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. As long as we have that evidence, there's no doubt that Kaito was the one murdered.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those irrefutable evidence thingies.
Thank you. Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki has insisted that it's Kaito's. But why is that? I thought we had an understanding. I thought she'd want to believe Kaito was still alive. Either way, it seems Maki's hung up on Kaito's clothes. In that case, I need to demonstrate the flaw in relying on that evidence. If I do that, I think she'll realize there's a chance that Kaito is still alive.
Actually, there's something bothering me about the clothes found in the hydraulic press.
Yeah? What about them?
There's something peculiar about those clothes.
That would be the
On the
sleeve.
jacket?
Yeah.
That's it!
Nice. I mean,
Why
got
is
it.
only the sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press? If Kaito had been crushed by the press, the sleeve shouldn't have been empty. There should have been an arm inside the sleeve as well. So the fact that we found an empty sleeve should...
Shall I kill that logic?
That's fast.
Huh?
You're dumber than I thought if I have to go out of my way to explain it to you.
Wow.
If you can't even see that, then be quiet. Otherwise, you're just annoying me.
Man, Maki did a complete 180, huh?
Yup.
She was so sweet before. Alright, it's probably gonna be Kaito's coat if I had to
The coat
guess.
sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling.
Yeah, we'll
It
try
couldn't
that.
have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
Shuichi just preparing that point. Alright. I need to do well with this debater. I think she's gonna kill me.
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling.
Oh wow, I have to get it perfect, huh? Alright.
It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
wasn't looking hard enough. What do you mean?
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves. So when the hydraulic press crushed him, all that
It's
stuck
true,
out
though.
was his coat sleeve.
No, he only put
If you
one arm
understand
in
to
his
be
sleeve.
quiet already.
Ah.
Otherwise, you're getting in the way.
Jeez. My god, she's hard. Alright.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat
Boom.
sleeves.
Nice.
I'll cut through your words!
Yeah. And even if he didn't put both of them in his sleeves, there is still a blood stain
Yes,
on the
it's
sleeve
true.
independent of
He
the
never
rest of
put his
the
arm through his
blood
sleeve.
because something was shot into it.
Bingo.
But that was just his right arm. He wore his left sleeve normally. And the left sleeve was the one we found outside the press. Knowing how Kaito wore
Yeah, I
his
could
coat,
never wear it like that.
it's obvious, isn't it?
Then maybe neither of his arms were through the sleeves.
Huh?
It's a possibility. In the end, your reasoning is full of holes.
Says the one whose
getting in my
reasoning is
way.
full of holes.
I have to defeat Kokichi.
Maki, what's really going on? Seems you've made up your mind that Kaito is definitely dead. But why would you do that?
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim. Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over.
Yeah, that's true. Monokuma, hurry up and bring Kokichi here. We already know who the victim is.
Huh? Already? You sure it's not too soon?
We need the suspect present, now that he's the subject of our discussion.
Gotcha. I guess I'll bring him out now. Hey, Mr. Suspect! That's your cue!
Oh. Okay.
Of course. Our best friend and ally. Mr.
Exisol Red.
An Exisol?
What? Why is an Exisol here?
Whoops, my bad.
Okay.
Seems like I gave you guys a
Wow.
What is this?
Is that Kaito's voice?
Kaito?
There was a lot going on, so I just hid in an Exisol and kind of dozed off. That's why I'm so late. Anyway, what's going on, guys?
What?
Then the one that died wasn't Kaito.
Stupid! That was just a lie! You guys thought I died?
Dear God!
No way!
Best character ever!
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry.
Wow, that's old. How old are you?
I thought as much. Your appearance right now is fit for a lowly asshole like you.
You're making me blush. You're getting so angry over me.
Is that really you, Kokichi?
That's right, Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jack.
Seriously, how old are you?
Then why are you hiding in there? Show yourself.
Oh, this is more for self-defense. Little Miss Cranky Pants would kill me if I showed myself. I understand how you guys must feel. You can't believe it because I'm like this, right? That's what I thought. In that case, I brought evidence.
Evidence?
Ta-da! The video camera. It was in the warehouse, but I brought it to the hangar, just in case. Man, that was a smart move. Thanks to this, I filmed it so everyone could see it clearly. The moment the victim died.
What did you say?
Alrighty then. Let's watch this shocking moment. Hey, Monokuma. Can you connect the video camera to the monitor?
Roger that!
I'm just sitting here with a massive sus face.
Same. Highly suspect.
This is a great trial.
Oh. Well.
Huh?
That's, yeah, appropriate.
Kaito?
This is terrible.
Huh.
Why would something like this?
So...
Yeah.
Alright.
I saw it through my fingers. The moment Kaito was
I still don't know whether or not Kokichi's alive, so...
Yeah, this is a very suspect
By the way,
situation.
I'd like to add that this footage has not been doctored in any way. This video camera only has the basic functions. Just the play, record, and pause buttons, so you can't edit after filming it. And of course, I didn't upload it to a computer to edit it either. right, Monokuma? Oh, you can talk.
See,
Your answer is necessary for a
I don't think that he didn't. I don't think he edited it.
If it's necessary
I just
for
think
a
that it's
fair
not showing
discussion,
everything.
Then I will
Yeah,
answer.
agreed.
No trace of that footage was found on any of the computers inside the academy.
See? If it wasn't connected to any computer, then editing the footage would be impossible. Which means this footage is 100% real.
If that's the case, then it would seem our suspicions can be lifted. The body we found inside the hangar, crushed in the hydraulic press, is definitely Kaito.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh.
Was that
instead of cry?
Was that really him?
Poor Kaito. I can't believe he died such a horrible death.
Yeah, I haven't heard a confirmation from neither Var nor Purple, so I'm just gonna continue.
Brain splattered all over
Confirmation
that
on what?
machine.
I haven't heard a confirmation from either of you two.
That Kaito died? I thought I confirmed that a while ago.
Yeah.
Not that Kaito died, that Kokichi lived.
Big
Ah.
thanky.
Big thanky.
Stop it!
My boy is
Now I'm
invincible.
starting to not feel
Kaminat.
well.
I mean, I'm not
I mean-
gonna confirm or deny that because obviously they're hiding his identity.
Yeah, yeah. But on the one side, I was right about the victim, or at least half of the victim, so
Barf over to you.
hip hip hooray, I guess.
But the thought of it.
Why?
Although
Why was Kaito killed?
I still think
Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaito. He had just told us that all that he was. Oh my god! He had just told us all that he was the mastermind. That the killing game was over. So what would he gain by killing Kaito?
It looks like you finally believe that I'm the one in this exosome.
Yes. With that, we can definitively say that the culprit is you.
Huh? Why?
You filmed the moment the victim died, which means you were present at the scene. As the person who filmed this footage, you're the only one who could be the culprit.
But if the culprit shot the video, why would they go out of their way to show it?
Oh man, you got me! Yeah, I'm the culprit.
What?
Yeah, God.
Jeez, I totally dug my own grave. Here's the truth. I decided to participate in this trial in an exisal after I killed Kaito. Of course, it was mostly to make the victim unknown. To jazz up this trial. I took that footage for proof so I could reveal it after you guys get the correct answer. But I totally spaced out. I wasn't supposed to show it right away.
So does that mean you admit to the crime?
Oh, man. I dug my own grave again? Well, I don't think you guys will believe any of the excuses I make now. So, I give up.
Alright.
Giving up? Does
Rest in peace,
that
sweet
mean
friend.
it's been decided? Is it okay that this trial was so short?
That's fine. We knew from the very start that Kokichi
Yeah, when
was
that works,
the
I get to
killer.
go to sleep.
Before we vote,
Uh-huh.
I want to say something to Kokichi. You may be the mastermind, but I won't let you escape after you violated the rules. That would desecrate the killing game Junko Enoshima created, right? Your beloved Junko Enoshima.
Junko?
Whatever. It's voting time now. Let's go before Kokichi changes his...
No, hold on a second. This isn't right. The culprit comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends? That's not how this goes. That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
What if the mastermind got tired of it? The remnants of despair were like that.
No, if they were tired of it, they wouldn't have put all that effort into the video. There would have been no need for this class trial in the first place. Something's not right. We need to get a better feel for the situation. I think Kokichi has some sort of plan. He's trying to trap us.
Trap us? Are you saying Kokichi isn't the culprit? Then, are you suggesting one of us is the culprit?
Who did you think was the murderer again, Meso?
I reasoned out that it was gonna be Kokichi as the victim and Kaito as the murderer. But yeah.
What?
Okay. I don't know.
If it's not Kokichi, then the culprit must be
It
one
could
of
very.
us.
I don't know.
One of us? That's not possible.
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying it's dangerous to trust Kokichi.
Shuichi is so distrusting. But it's exactly like Shuichi said. I'm actually not the culprit.
Seriously?
The voice acting is so good.
That contradicts what you said previously.
Yippers, that was a lie. Sorry, I lied again. The real culprit of this case is super bad at hiding themselves, so I thought I could help. I pretended to be the culprit by using the footage. It made the game more interesting, too.
Are you serious? No! What's the truth and what's a lie? I don't know anymore.
It's
Oh my
fine.
God.
Because Kokichi is the culprit.
Man, you're
He
awfully
killed
insistent on that.
No matter how much he deceives us, it won't change our minds.
I have no idea what you just said.
Kokichi has to be the only
She's
option.
awfully insistent that she's the Kokichi's the culprit.
Oh,
I totally agree. The other shoe is about to drop up there. I still don't know if they'll stick with it to the end.
The only option. Is that really true? Are we just going to leave it at that?
Probably. Nah. We got bullets to shoot.
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage
Go on
from
the
earlier, right?
bow.
Kaito got crushed to death. What a horrible video.
Oh, I bet you it's safety
Whoever
function
committed
and
that
crushed to
crime
death.
Probably.
Was
We're
with
gonna hit that
Kaito
straight away, yeah?
in the hangar.
Which just leaves Kokichi then.
Then the culprit is...
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind of this entire killing game. And Kaito's killer. There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit.
Kaito got crushed.
Alvin!
Yep.
That's wrong!
Good stuff. I like you.
The safety function would make it impossible to kill Kaito with the press.
A safety function.
Yes, it was written on the safety precautions. The hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism.
So the hydraulic press won't move at all if there's a living person under it?
Which is why it couldn't have been used to kill Kaito.
Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
Feels bad.
He was giving one last thumbs up.
Truth or lie,
You
that's
could disable the
unpleasant to
infrared
watch.
sensor of the safety function with an electro bomb.
No, I don't think Kokichi would use an electro bomb for that purpose. It would have taken down the hangar's alarm system and the Exosol's remote control.
Ooh.
It would have put Kokichi at a significant disadvantage.
Oof.
But you can't be too sure I wouldn't do that. I'm the type who would do anything for
I'm not
fun.
grinning right now.
Also, we don't have any evidence
that's
of
what
a
I
different
s-
murder method other
that's
than the
not what I
hydraulic
said.
No,
Never mind.
we do. I have a plausible theory for the murder.
I did say that Kokichi used the bomb. Feels bad.
Yes. This is a clue that suggests that the victim was killed before being crushed. I found it somewhere around the hydraulic press.
The cut cord.
The cut cord?
Wait, what's the question again? Sorry, what?
It's proof that the victim was murdered before they were put into the hydraulic press.
Oh,
Wouldn't
Here,
it be?
one?
It's a blood stain, right?
I would assume it's that.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
because
it-
they were dragged.
What are you thinking,
We'll
Elder?
try it. We'll try it. We'll try it.
Okay.
This is it!
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
There was a swipe pattern bloodstain in the hangar, suggesting a body was dragged.
Body.
The bloodstain goes from the bathroom all the way to the press.
Oh, That was the restroom where Kaito was being held, wasn't it?
Bloodstains were also found inside the bathroom. That can't be coincidence.
So Kaito was killed in the restroom, then dragged to the press and crushed?
If the bloodstain even was Kaito's.
What?
We only guessed that Kaito was killed in the bathroom. Since his body was crushed, we'll never know if Kaito died some other way.
We might not be able to examine the body, but we do have evidence that suggests a cause of death.
Got him.
Leave. Right on the hole.
There! The small hole on the sleeve of Kaito's coat is the key to his cause of death.
The small hole? No. There is no way that hole's got anything to do with a weapon.
Uh-huh.
Why are you such an idiot? Here we go.
My everything you buy
The
will go
entire
on sale
case.
the next
The
day.
entire game.
I don't know if she's being an idiot right now.
Himiko, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out all of a sudden?
Yeah, because she was the one with the bag.
I'm not freaking out.
She's trying to deflect, I
I'm
think.
just saying it's impossible for the weapon to be that small.
No, it's not impossible. I can show you. The weapon that left that small hole in Kaito's sleeve.
The arrow? Maybe?
Nah, it's gonna be the crossbow, I think. Because you can
Change.
fold it down.
Check. Yeah.
Fair enough. Go for it.
Well, I mean, I don't know, actually. It could be either one.
We'll do the crossbow. It'll probably be one of those weird ones, right?
Yeah,
Could
it's
be
a
alright.
crossbow.
Yeah, fair enough.
I believe the weapon was the crossbow found in the bathroom.
A crossbow arrow would certainly leave a hole that small. Can we then conclude that Kaito was shot with that crossbow? If so, that crossbow just might be the actual murder weapon used to kill Kaito.
I see. It's so surprising that a crossbow is the murder weapon.
Oh my god.
Seriously, Himiko, what's wrong?
She probably
So,
needs
what
some
I'm gathering here
Anyway, about
is that this
Kaito
was
getting
a rescue
shot.
attempt on a ride.
Yeah.
If that was his crossbow,
I think that's a fairly
then I
safe
wonder who shot him
assumption.
with the crossbow. Well, I already know, but I won't tell you.
Playing with us.
Then let's show him that playtime is over.
Playtime was not
Let's
over.
show him that the students of Oaks Peak Academy will never submit to despair.
They in fact would.
Hope, despair.
I gotta get used to this hope, despair stuff again. It's been a minute.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired.
Yeah, probably gonna say it came from the
from
window.
inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
Right there.
Wouldn't go in
Too
the
late.
hangar.
It's a bathroom window right there.
System and electric
I think so.
barrier were in the
Okay.
way.
Whoa.
Because that could be opening.
would be your shield.
Oh, wait.
Nice.
Kichi had been in there, then
Where
it
you're
must be the way.
failing.
As his VAR shoots
So
down. The white noise.
Epic.
Blammo.
Yeah, fucking sneaky white noise.
That's wrong!
Always white noise.
Of course.
Even without going in the hangar, it was possible to land a shot with a crossbow. There was a window in the bathroom of the hangar. Maybe it wasn't possible to get in, but you could have shot through the window. And remember that Kaito was confined to the bathroom.
So if they shot Kaito through the window, they could have killed him in the hangar. Which means the murder suspect list grows to 6 people, including me!
But put plainly, that means
It seems Shuichi wants to make one of us the culprit. Is that it?
My
Is
god,
that what
Maki.
a detective does?
Huh?
Do detectives always accuse people, even when they're friends? It seems like it. You suspected Kaito in the previous class trial, too. You're always suspicious of your friends.
You're like a
What's wrong,
suspicious
Maki?
person,
You
like a
seem
lawyer.
kind of on edge.
Of course I am. When we said we would defeat the remnants of despair, someone got in our way.
No, you don't understand. I'm not trying to...
It doesn't matter how much you get in my way. I will absolutely defeat Kokichi. I won't let despair escape. I won't let it win.
Now, let's stop this boring fight and continue on with the not-so-boring trial. So we all agree that the murder could be done by anyone and not just me, right?
That might be true, but I didn't know about the window.
Neither did I.
Really, Himiko? What's the matter? You've been weird since we mentioned small holes. What? Are you after my small hole too?
What?
Oh dear God! My God!
Look at it this way. Just
I was
because the
typing something, I
culprit
missed
could
what
be
she said.
anyone, not
Good.
everyone.
Probably for the best, honestly.
Are you after my small
That's fine.
hole?
That's fine.
Also, you do not need to repeat it.
To anyone who knew about the crossbow.
I never knew about any crossbows. In other words, I'm not suspicious. There's
Please
no
let it
way
be
you can
Himiko.
consider me.
It does concern me that Himiko went to the hangar last night.
Kiba just throwing her under the bus.
Well, really?
Is it time to
You
go to
went to the
school,
hangar,
Himiko?
Himiko?
Cause you're going under the bus.
She did. I definitely saw her.
You were watching me?
It's awfully suspicious that you went to the hangar last night. Okay, then the culprit is Himiko.
What if the exisal just
Don't
opens
say
up and
it's
it's
me.
just
Maki's more
sludge
suspicious than
of the
I am.
combined mushed torsos of Kokichi and Kamina?
That'd be very unpleasant, and I'd be very upset.
Like they just slosh out.
Crossbow came from your research lab,
I'd be very upset.
You could have that crossbow whenever you wanted. Anyone could have gone to her research lab, though. She's not the only suspect. I don't know about that. She's definitely the most suspicious. Even if you make that
Dear
scary
God.
face at me, I'm not gonna get scared.
Because if you start panicking, then we'll know that you're the culprit.
I said I'm not the culprit. I swear. Kokichi's the suspicious one. Maki too. They're both the culprits.
Is that Miko?
Wow.
No. Chiaki and Himiko are the same voice.
Holy
That's
crap.
impressive.
That doesn't sound
That
anything
range.
like Chiaki.
Anyone could have entered my research lab.
Well, I know what we're doing.
I'll admit that I'm suspicious. Okay, maybe I am the culprit.
Freaking cookie.
Maybe
Maybe
I'm the
I'm the
culprit.
culprit.
Oh,
Maybe
maybe
I
I'm the culprit. He is the greatest. I relate to him in so many ways.
Yeah, that's concerning.
Because I was in the hangar.
Probably
If you
Arnold's?
are the culprit,
Or yeah, if we have Arnold's account, then that might be it.
Okay. Yeah, there it is right there. So.
There's a good magic source.
Otherwise, it's gonna be the black bag. But I'm pretty sure it's
That's the
not.
number one suspect.
Oh, empty-handed.
Yeah.
It's black bag.
Kaito.
No, I left empty.
Well, would it be the black bag or would it be Kibo's account because he saw her carrying?
I'm the number one suspect. 'Cause I was
Oh,
in the
good
hangar.
point.
if you
Yeah, that's probably it then.
Could be either.
No, I think you're right about Kibo's account, because then it's gonna ask us about the black bag.
I heard it.
Neat.
Yeah, we'll use that truth bullet in a second, I bet.
You said that you went to the hangar empty-handed, but that's a lie, isn't it?
What are you talking about? It's not a lie.
It was
Kibo
a
said-
lie.
He said you were headed toward the hangar carrying a large black bag.
Yes, Himiko was definitely carrying a large black bag.
No, that was probably Tsumugi cosplaying as
And
me.
relevance to the first
No,
case.
cosplay as someone
Nice.
unless you're a fictional character.
Himiko,
Hey, call back. Cause Pox.
this is the bag you
Which
were
is
carrying,
stupid.
isn't it?
I love it.
That's the crossbow case.
There's no mistake. That is the bag I saw Himiko carrying.
You can trust me, I'm a robot.
Hold on.
Damn, that's very suspicious.
That actually is.
That really implicated her.
Uh-oh. Nope, it's decided then.
Wait! That's wrong!
No wonder she was trying to avoid that so much.
I just brought it
Yeah, makes sense.
Shoot it! It's the truth! Please believe me!
You're right. I believe you. Himiko is totally telling the truth.
Not you! If you believe me, it makes me look like I'm lying!
Oh my god.
That is true.
What a tangled web.
But can we really trust Himiko here? She was acting very suspiciously.
I'm not the culprit!
Oh, I know why it can't be her.
I totally agree.
Because she's too short.
Highness.
Yep.
LJ Highness confirmed.
It's gonna be the crossbow.
Use the crossbow!
Yeah, that's fair.
Another true statement.
And that's all! I didn't do anything else in the hangar!
100% exactamundo.
Why does this all sound so fishy? Ah! Kokichi won't shut up! Get out of my head, Kokichi!
My mind! Get out of my mind! My mind!
Alright, now it's just a matter of
Yeah, I totally agree.
green.
which. Yeah, probably have to agree.
I only carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow!
Let's try that one.
Nice.
I agree.
Because she can't make it.
Yeah, she can't. She doesn't know how to assemble it. Only 2 people do.
I don't think Himiko
Technically
used the
3.
crossbow. More accurately, she couldn't use it.
Couldn't use it? Why not?
The crossbow inside this case was disassembled. Kaito and I learned how to assemble the crossbow from Maki, so we could have done it. But I don't believe someone without the proper training could have assembled it.
Well, what if Maki taught Himiko how to assemble the crossbow?
She didn't teach me that! Right, Maki?
I would love if Maki was just like, oh yeah, I definitely taught you that.
What's wrong? Are you mad about before? Sorry. I thought they were gonna suspect me, so I lied.
I really have to question your morals if you're blaming Maki for your lie, Himiko.
I don't think you're allowed to say something like that. I'm sorry, Maki. Please, can you tell them the truth?
Fine. I'm not going to lie. I didn't teach Himiko how to assemble the crossbow. She couldn't have used it.
See? I told you! It's just like I said. Everyone who suspected me needs to apologize right now! She changed back so fast. I think I might have whiplash now.
Then
What
why
an
did you bring the
excellent voice
crossbow to the
actress.
hangar, Himiko?
I was asked to.
Asked to. Perhaps the person that asked her was.
Oh boy.
This is a tough one.
It's
We got 12
gotta
seconds.
be Maki, I think.
Let's try it.
Nope.
Never mind. Feels fair.
Damn it!
Yeah, because Maki had her own plan. She was the one that set up the
True.
whole rescue mission the day before for everybody, so I don't know why she would undermine that immediately.
Okay, in that case, count me now.
That's it!
Yeesh. The yeeshing.
Was it Kaito?
Huh? Kaito?
Only Kaito or Kokichi would have asked for a crossbow to be brought to the hangar. Because Kaito knows how to assemble the crossbow, he certainly could have used it. Knowing that, I can't imagine that anyone else would have asked Himiko.
I do not think she would bring it at Kokichi's request.
Of course not. Why would I ever listen to Kokichi?
Cause I know you like me.
Nuh-uh.
Oh my
I
god.
hate you.
But I like you.
Himikichi.
Don't play with Himiko's heart.
But to think that Kaito had asked Himiko to do that. Maybe Kaito's trying to keep the promise we made yesterday. Yep, he's gonna do something about it.
But why were you keeping that a secret, Himiko?
Well, Kaito sorta asked me to keep it a secret. Then Kaito died and I got scared. I thought it was gonna be next.
You're the worst.
If we're lucky, you will.
Blame on Maki just for that reason. Maki, teach this dumb monkey the true terror of human beings.
Don't bully the person you like. This is way beyond bullying a grade school crush.
Himiko, when exactly did Kaito ask you to do this?
I think it was around evening yesterday. I was so nervous about fighting Kokichi, I couldn't get to sleep. So I took a walk near the hangar, and that's when Kaito called out to me. I got startled and wet myself a little, and then he asked me to use the crossbow. That one part was, you know what? Never mind. Kaito asked for a crossbow. Does that mean he was going to kill Kokichi? No. He said it was to disable Kokichi. I wouldn't have helped him otherwise. I trusted Kaito and took a crossbow from Maki's lab.
Means
That's why
poison
we
to
Himiko.
someone else.
Bingo.
But then, what did Kaito do after he had the crossbow? I don't know. I just handed him the crossbow, then went right back to the dorms.
Presumably, Kaito tried to attack Kokichi, only to be disarmed of the crossbow. And then, Kokichi returned fire and shot Kaito. That sequence of events seems logical.
No, it happened a little differently. Both Kaito and Kokichi shot the crossbow.
And there's proof of that.
The arrows.
No. What? It's possible Kokichi shot all three. Without a body to check for injuries, the number of arrows doesn't really help us. Wow, they actually tell you why it's wrong.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's refreshing.
That is refreshing.
Clothes, yeah.
They haven't done that for any of the other ones.
I don't know.
You said Kokichi's clothes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is it!
Yeah, that's right.
This is it!
Remember that when we found Kokichi's clothes, there were holes in the back and sleeve. The same kind of hole that was found in Kaito's coat.
Kokichi was shot by the crossbow too? And it was Kaito who shot him, right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember anything like that.
You don't remember whether or not you were shot?
There is no doubt that they shot each other with the crossbow, but...
It doesn't matter.
Huh?
It doesn't matter what happened in between. In the end, Kokichi killed Kaito.
Maki's been acting strangely. But why? Does she know something?
Super
If
strange.
so, what does she know?
Maybe Maki's right. It doesn't matter what happened in the middle. 'Cause in the end,
Meet me in the
there's no
middle.
mistake that Kokichi killed Kaito.
Then let's hurry up and vote.
No, it's too soon. There are still mysteries.
Who cares about that? We already know who the culprit is.
You sure about that?
Huh?
What? Now he's joining in?
As the one running this trial, it bothers me when anyone says mysteries don't matter. It affects the overall entertainment value, so I encourage you to really think about things. After all, there should be some mysteries that still matter.
You know what, LJ? You're right. Monokuma's voice did change.
Yeah. It changed right after it was revealed that Kim Jong and Ichi was the mastermind.
I never noticed that before, but you're absolutely right. It's back to normal.
Yeah.
For example,
That's very interesting.
really
Guarantee you that is
inside
on
that
purpose.
exisal? Stuff like that.
Oh, come on, Monica. Stop with this. Don't screw with me!
What are you saying? We already finished that discussion a while ago.
Kokichi's gotta still be alive since the killing game's still going. His voice is even coming from the exisal and everything.
Yeah, like Kamina's was
But we
before.
heard it speak in
Yeah.
Kaito's voice earlier. Did
Hey,
Confirmed.
Yeah,
LJ
don't rely on
Kuma.
that. After all, this exisal has a voice changer.
Dear Lord.
What?
Ha! Because of that, nobody realizes I'm pretending to be Kokichi. But no more! Sorry for the wait, guys! The luminary of the stars has arrived. This time for real.
Got hops.
I told you, I'm Kaito. I was just pretending to be Kokichi is all.
It would have been funny if he missed the jump and just crushed Shuichi.
Great.
Sorry about tricking you guys like that. My bad.
Huh? So Kaito's in there after all?
Don't be stupid. How many times are you going to be tricked by him? That's Kokichi pretending to be Kaito.
Next, we're gonna have another
Now,
tape
Roll. Don't you believe me?
of Kim Jong and Ichi being crushed.
Ever call me that?
Whoa there, chill. You really think I'm Kokichi? I mean, I guess I understand. Sorry, I can't really get out of this thing right now.
Why not?
I can't move because of the injury I got from Kokichi. It's so bad I can't even stand. That's why I'm in this exisal.
Is that so?
But if you guys don't believe me, then we can't move on. So, you're up, Shuichi.
What? Me?
Explain to everyone how I wasn't the one that died.
Kaito is alive after all. No, maybe that's just what I want to believe? Is it really true? What story does the evidence tell? Does that story end with Kaito or Kokichi being the victim? I need to give a well-reasoned answer to that question, and soon. I can't look away from the truth. The victim of this case is...
Oh dear God. I guess.
Choose your fate wisely.
I mean, I
You
still
doing that,
think it's Kokichi, but they might not want us to do it that early. I don't know. This is gonna be a double, triple. This is gonna be subversion upon subversion. Choose Kokichi. Blah. Screw you, game.
You gotta think of the evidence for the game, so come on now.
No. I'm past such things, even if it's screwing me right now.
Oh! They're both wrong.
Yeesh.
Hey, what's the matter, Shuichi?
This isn't enough.
Hurry up and tell everyone why I'm not dead. Should be easy.
No, I won't. Because you're not Kaito. Kaito is already dead.
Bah.
will never die!
Oh, that's cool.
Good, good! This is already more entertaining! Now, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present
Oh yeah!
more phenomenal trial grounds!
Let's go!
Let's
All the dead mono cubs.
I'm so upset. I miss him so much.
Love the classic classroom.
While I have put my flag in the ground that it is Kamina that's dead, while Kim Jong and Ichi is alive, I again still maintain
I
it's very
suspect
possible
that
they're both
Kaito
dead.
is inside the exisal.
That would be
I
interesting.
got this. Unless he comes out of the exisal, we can't confirm that.
He said that he can't leave the exisal because he's injured.
Injury.
Anyone who knows about Kaito's injury can make that claim.
Is it possible that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
Did you watch the footage? Kaito was the one who got crushed.
But there was an arrow hole on Kokichi's shirt.
I got this. Kaito's clothes had arrow holes
Oh
too.
wow, it's just me and Maki. Look at that.
I want to believe Kaito is still alive and defeated the
Alive.
mastermind.
Wait,
I
no.
got this. Because the evidence doesn't support
Okay, cool, right?
Kaito
Yes,
is still
good,
alive.
good.
Why are you so
No.
opposed to Kaito?
No!
Why?
got this. Because the
Meso,
evidence doesn't
come on.
support the claim
Man,
that
you
Kaito
suck,
is still
Meso.
alive.
I could have sort of said alive.
I want to
I was
believe
been like,
Kaito is still alive and
yeah.
Oh, sweet molasses.
I suspect
Don't
that
die,
Kaito
Aldo. We
is
need
inside
you.
the exit.
We need you in the logic chair.
Unless he
I
comes
had a
out of the
cat
exit
on my
zone,
lap,
we can't
and I was
That was your
sitting
first
cross-legged, and he was like pressing down on my legs. So when I stood up,
Anyone who knows
like,
about Kaito's
fudge,
injury can make
that
that
hurt.
claim.
That was your first
is
mistake.
it possible that
Did you watch the
Okay.
footage? Kaito was the one who got crushed.
But there was an arrow hole. I got this.
If only real arguments were like
clothes
this,
had
I could just
arrow holes,
pre-prepare
too.
my answers and cut you off midway through with the actual response.
Kaito is still alive?
Or it's so easy.
The
you're
mastermind is
stupid.
still alive.
I'm not.
Inside
And that's the
that
end.
exosome.
Why are you?
I got this. Because the evidence doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
He might be dying, but he is still.
Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. A little late on the uptake there.
Yeah, I'm too tired to do it right away.
Good.
I don't want to believe it. In a way, I still can't. But the evidence shows that Kaito must be the one who died.
You guys are very unsupportive.
Oh, how dare you! You always hate it when you do that.
But it's
I
the
never said I
truth.
hated it.
Heavily implied.
What? How? When?
I see.
Maybe I'm just
Thought it was
confusing that.
distracting.
You've arrived at Shuichi. Then there
Maybe I'm
must
just
be no
confusing
mistake.
that with your constant dismissive attitude.
Here is.
Looks like I messed around too much.
Oh my god. Kokichi, what?
That was just a little joke.
And I'm glad to be wrong in this case. If he's still alive.
Still an asshole.
True, and I can't forgive him. But we still need to stay calm, be rational. Because we need to get to the truth of Kaito's death.
Yeah, just keep calm and carry on.
Why
Ah.
are you saying that? What part of that was calm?
Getting back on topic, why don't we examine the crossbow a little more closely?
No.
I think we need to get all the facts straight, so we don't fall for any more lies.
Yes, bro.
But what do you think, Maki?
Oh boy.
Okay, let's discuss that then.
Why are you acting like you're in charge of things?
So if we assume that Kaito and I shot each other with the crossbow, then the most efficient way to solve this is to set up a timeline of events.
Hey, I said, why are you?
Alrighty then, let the debate begin!
Yeah.
When the crossbow fired, what was even going on?
As if you need to ask, you were there! The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first.
Probably the arrows.
He probably fired the first shot at Kokichi too.
Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow, and returned
Yeah.
fire.
I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I secretly brought a different one.
Oh dear god.
One crossbow was taken. The other two are still in my research lab.
Still, only one arrow was fired.
No, right there. Got it!
Wait, Yumiko. What do you mean, one arrow?
Well, I only gave Kaito one arrow, so...
Ah.
Well.
What?
Are you positive?
Of course! There's no way I got that wrong.
Well then, that's strange, because... there were 3 arrows in the bathroom, remember?
3? I know I only gave him one! Kaito even told me to only bring him one. He said he wanted to avoid fighting.
There were 3 arrows at the scene, but Himiko said she only brought 1. What's going on here?
Maybe Kokichi had some hidden away?
Why would Kokichi have 2 arrows when he didn't have a crossbow to fire them?
What
But
you
we know
playing
for
at,
certain
Mike?
that 3 arrows were recovered from the scene. And all 3 arrows had blood on them. And altogether, their clothes had 3 perforations in them. So we know for certain that they shot 3 arrows at each other.
Then where did those arrows come from? I don't think that Himiko is lying. There must be some angle to this we haven't considered yet. What is it? What could have happened? Think. I need to think.
Oh boy. Time for the daily, weekly, monthly, whatever taxi cab story.
Oh boy. I don't know if I have any ones I want to.
Trying to think of one.
I remember the very first day that I started that job, or not the first day, but like after like maybe a couple days of training, barely any training at all, they had that snowstorm.
I remember that.
Yeah, and literally no one, like there was no call takers at all to take any of the customer calls.
Oh,
so
God.
with like no training at all, they threw me into the answering calls during a snowstorm when we were getting tons of calls.
Yeah, I remember my first big night was New Year's. So
yeah, I
started,
missed New Year's.
Yeah, you were lucky. Well, ish.
1.
3. Wait, 1. Okay. But we did New Year's for my first real big one, and it was during a time where I was working with another call taker who was also in training. And instead of just us doing our own thing, it was set up so that one of us would be typing and the other would be taking the call.
Oh God.
Oh, that's so dumb.
So it's kind of like, it's like a situation you go to a movie theater and you and your buddy don't want to spend the money for 2 tickets. So you guys just sit on each other's shoulders in a big coat. You go in. And so one of them is like the head and the eyes and the arms and the other's the legs.
Damn.
It's kind of like that, only a little less effective.
That sounds nightmarish.
Yeah, that
It
doesn't
wasn't
sound
great.
effective at all.
Nah, it wasn't great. We traded off, but it still blew.
Were all the arrows inside the hangar from the start? No.
Definitely not.
I mean, Himiko brought 1, so we know they weren't. Yeah.
When I look back at that job, I consider myself grateful that most of my calls were rudimentary. I don't really have any crazy stories.
I had a lot of calls where like I just got into fights with the drivers. When I got promoted to dispatcher.
Yeah, you were very combative with the drivers.
Oh, I
You didn't
was.
take the idiocy.
I did not take any of their crap, man.
Yeah.
I was very, very open to just fighting with them.
It took me a couple years before I kind of wore down to that point.
Yeah.
Because I tried to do my best to be polite, courteous, and respectful to everyone that I got on the
Oh
phone.
yeah, I did too. So long as that's how, I was treated as well. But if they didn't treat me like that, I just I matched the tone of the call basically.
Yeah, I've heard that as like an argument style, like in like a discussion argument, to match their intensity. But no, I tried to be nice and calm so nothing would come back on me. But there's this one driver, this one guy, and Var, I won't say his cab number, but you know who I'm talking about. He was a jerk to everyone.
A third party.
A third party.
Yeah, I know the driver.
Yeah,
he was,
he was
to me
just
too.
such a jerk to everyone, and I went out of my way to try and be nice and try and work with him and cooperate. He just wouldn't do it, and he was just such a pill. And eventually, was like, "All right, you know what? Forget it, pal. I'm sending a report to management." Like that was gonna do anything. And
management didn't give a crap. They didn't care one bit.
Yeah, no, it was a waste.
Third party?
That's why it was so easy for me to just decide to fight these drivers because I knew management wouldn't give a crap. Like they would listen to the call and be like, "Wow, that was a pretty crappy call," and then just move on like nothing happened. They didn't. They were the worst management I have ever experienced with any job ever.
Feels bad.
Yeah. No, I can 100% agree. I've had some weird managers before.
Oh,
So.
I'm still dealing with bad managers, but those
Kaito
guys.
said he only needed 1 arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So
The
the other
truth
two
reveal.
arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for the third party to use themselves.
So the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window. Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
Impossible. There was an alarm system and an electric barrier around the hangar.
Yeah. That hangar should have been completely
So
closed
my
off, right?
assumption is going to be here, based on how this is going to go. Kamina shot Kim Jong and Ichi in the arm with the non-laced arrow. Makiro Ichi came in, went to go and shoot Kim Jong and Ichi with one of the poison-tipped arrows, potentially hit Kamina instead. Kamina's like, "Aw, fudge, dude!" And then she fired another one, and that's the one that hit Kim Jong and Ichi square in the torso.
I think that's a fair sentiment.
But it was completely closed off. But can we confirm that? I feel like there might be another way, some way that we haven't figured out yet. I'm overlooking something. Think. What method did the third party use to enter the hangar? I think I already know what it is.
Exisal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was also part of my...
I think I know what it is. Give me a second.
I clicked the wrong one. I didn't even... I was going for the E and I accidentally clicked. I think that was an S.
Yeah, because this was part of my theory yesterday as well. That Makiro Ichi used her electro hammer, hit one of the exisals, got into it, and it went back into the hangar.
I gotta accept this. But does it conflict with my logic?
Anytime. There it is.
I see
Oh, that's pretty easy.
now. That's it. The exisal. The exisal could be used to enter the hangar. We couldn't get in because of the alarm system and the electric barrier. But that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the exisals, right? So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an exisal.
I saw an exisal enter the hangar last night. So was this third party piloting it?
By the way, I just want to confirm something with Monokuma. Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an exisal?
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret, but since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys. It makes sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an exisal. After all, the hangar is where the exisals are supposed to be stored. It'd be a hassle to disable the security every time an exisal comes and goes, you know? So even if someone is inside an exisal, the security system wouldn't catch them. Because it'd be a hassle to leave the exisal every time you have to put it away.
So it's like Shuichi said? A third party got in an exisal and entered the hangar? But can just anyone pilot an exisal?
Well, Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. If you use both hands, both feet, and both nipples, you can do it.
What?
Anyway, this third party commandeered an exisal and infiltrated the hangar. That same person must have brought the other two arrows with them.
I told you that's impossible.
Huh?
There's no way you can get through security if you pilot an exisal. It's not possible.
What? Not possible.
As you can't get into it, huh?
Maki, what are you talking about? What are you thinking? What do you know? Why are you trying to hide it? Why? Why won't you tell me?
Reasons.
if someone was piloting the exisal,
It's gonna be the hammer.
they could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Is operating the exisal? really that difficult? Do we even know how to get inside an exisal? Outside the hangar, there were 4 exisals. And they were all moving, too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
Bingo.
I missed it.
There's
No!
Yeah.
We trusted you.
I trusted me too.
You broke our hearts.
Wait, not all of the electro hammers were being charged. I know because I found one. Hammer down!
Reinhardt's the worst character in that game.
That electro hammer used by the third
You're wrong!
Maybe they used it to disable an exisal.
Yes, I think so. When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 exisals. But this morning, there were only 3.
I noticed that too. Was the missing exisal taken by this third party?
Shuichi is getting warmer. How about you say the answer right now? Who did it? Who is this third party?
The identity of the third party. The electro hammer gives us a clue. I saw 4 exisals at the scene yesterday when I went to meet up with Kaito. This morning when we were there were only 3. The culprit must have used the electro hammer between yesterday afternoon and this morning. There's only one person among us that I can think of that could have done that.
I will let you make the decision, Messa.
I mean, it's Maki, but it's also too early.
It's you!
Maki, you're the third party we're looking for, aren't you?
What? It's Maki? What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
But be careful, electro hammers run out of battery quickly.
The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning, Maki was the only one without an electro hammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party. She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
You brought a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab, disabled the exisal with an electro hammer, and infiltrated the hangar. Now we just have to figure out what happened after—
I'll kill your logic.
Holy shit, I'll kill your logic.
Why?
Nicely done.
Are you doing this?
What?
Why
Sure,
are you
she says
getting in
what
my
a
way?
lot.
Getting in your way? Maki, what are you—
Yes, I'm the third party.
Huh?
I admit to going into the hangar with an exisal, and then shooting the crossbow. I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit!
Alright.
Poison.
You're right. I used the electro hammer. And I used the exasol to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
The crossbow is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
The arrows left holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots
God, she's tricky.
wouldn't result in a fatal injury. That's
What?
why the crossbow can't
That was
be
so
the murder
late.
weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit. The arrows left holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back.
God damn it.
An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
Gotcha.
I'll cut through your words.
Good stuff.
It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit if it were poisoned.
Poison?
I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation. There was just a little less in the bottle than before. If that poison had been applied to those arrows, they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything? Don't tell me. Are you really the culprit?
It's too early.
There's no way she is! 'Cause why would she kill Kaito? I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Can't understand a thing you say.
Still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi? Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial. She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she meant...
The sacrifice that Maki's talking about must be.
I mean,
All of us.
yeah. The good old person wants to kill everyone because of blank option.
She plans to sacrifice
Tried
all
and
her
true.
lives in order to kill Kokichi.
Sacrifice us? That would have been really
By hiding
awkward
the
if
truth,
Kokichi
Maki was
wasn't the
trying to get
culprit.
us to arrive at the wrong answer. Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit?
She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here. Too bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
This isn't over. Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over. We have a choice to make. We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
Huh? What do you mean?
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
What did you say?
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth. That means finding the truth is not enough. We need to grasp the hope just beyond it.
Oh dear
So
God.
Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
So Kaito said that to you. Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
I see. Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone. Shuichi, you're so persistent. Were you always like that?
Nope.
Think so? Maybe Kaito's charisma is starting to rub off on me.
That guy could be pretty stubborn.
Then what really happened?
Maki, please tell us.
Please.
And so, Maki began telling the truth. Leave us all in shock.
Don't just start narrating things, you're ruining the mood.
Well, I guess guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
Wow. What a perfect ending. Dag.
Danganronpa.
Save.
All right, guys, that's our intermission.
Okay. I am inclined.
I don't have time.
Okay. Bye, everybody. See you next time. Danganronpa.
Later, everybody.
Bye bye.